My name is Nick Ruyter and I'm the WildSmart Program Director at the Biosphere Institute of the Bow Valley in Canmore, Alberta. So while we're out enjoying the great outdoors, we should all be actively trying to avoid encounters with wildlife, and there are definitely some things we can do to help with that. The first one is making noise. We need to make lots of noise. The human voice is the best thing to use. We do not want to surprise wildlife, so we want to alert them to our presence. We want to travel in groups. Studies have shown that when you're in groups of 3, 4 or more, it greatly reduces the risk of encounters. Plus, as a big group, it's safer and you're more intimidating to wildlife. Other things to remember are being aware of your surroundings. Look and listen for signs of wildlife like tracks or scat. And don't wear earbuds or headphones because you won't be able to hear animals around you. They might be making warning sounds that you can't hear, and you might not be able to hear people that might be in trouble. Keeping pets on leash is also very important. It's safer for the pet, for yourself, and for the wildlife around you. Of course, if you are in a designated off-leash dog area, then by all means keep those pets off-leash. You need to obey trail closures. This is very important. Do not enter closed areas. They're there for public safety and to give the wildlife space that they need. Other things to remember is carry bear spray and be prepared to use it. And make sure it's in a very easily accessible location on your person. You know, hip holster, chest holster, a scat belt, but do not put it in your backpack because you will not have time to access it at all. So giving wildlife space is very, very important. And that includes not approaching wildlife. We never feed wildlife, and we want to keep physical distance between each other as well as between us and wildlife. So when we're talking about humans, we want to stay at least 2 meters apart. When we're talking about wildlife, at least 30 meters or 3 school bus lengths between us and ungulates, which includes, deer and elk, and at least 100 meters between us and carnivores such as bears, cougars, wolves, coyotes. So please, please, please give lots of space. While we're out on the trails, we could be doing everything right and we might still encounter wildlife. So it's very important to know how to handle those encounters. I like to use 3 simple words to remember what to do. Stop, talk, and walk. So let's say you're out on the trail, you're out for a nice hike, and you see a bear in the distance on the trail. You don't need to yell and shout and make it notice you. You want to stop, back away slowly, and leave the area. Don't approach that wildlife, and maybe find a different route to take that day, or you might have to wait it out until the bear clears the trail. So let's say you're out hiking and you come around a corner and there's a bear right on the trail in front of you. Help! Oh, hey there, Barry. Didn't see you there. You have a good day there? Nothing to see here. I'm just gonna be on my way. So in those cases, we want to make sure we stop. We don't run away, we gather our group together, and we want to get that bear spray out just in case. Then we talk to the bear in a nice, calm voice, be non-threatening, maybe talk to your group as well, and you want to make sure that you're ready to back away slowly. Now remember, with a bear, we want to avoid eye contact, so just look down towards its legs, and then with your group, back away slowly and leave the area. But have that bear spray ready, just in case that bear changes its mind and approaches you. So let's say you're walking along the trail, you come around a corner and there's a bear on the trail walking towards you. Now most bears will want to stay clear of us and will probably head off into the trees, but that might not always be the case. Some bears might continue along the trail. Oh, hey there, bear, it's okay. In that case, we want to make sure we stop. We don't run. We gather our group together and pull our bear spray out just in case. Then we want to talk to the bear in a nice calm voice, non-threatening, and we want to back away slowly along the trail. Now if it's safe to do so, you might have to pull off the trail to let that bear pass, but while you're doing that, make sure you have your bear spray out and ready to go just in case that bear changes its mind. Okay, so far the encounters we've talked about, there's actually quite a lot of time for you to react with your stop, talk, and walk. But in surprise encounters, you might have only 3 seconds to react, and you might not be able to do the stop, talk, and walk. You might only have time to pull out your bear spray and spray that bear, which is very important, so we need to be prepared to do that. So surprise encounters occur when maybe a bear is defending its cubs, it's defending a food source like a carcass or a berry patch, or you surprised it, which is another reason why we have to make lots of noise, so we don't surprise wildlife. Whoa! Whoa, whoa, whoa. So in these surprise or defensive encounters, we want to make sure that we have our bear spray in an easily accessible location. You know, maybe on a chest holster, a hip holster, or a scat belt, but not in your backpack, because like I said, you might only have 3 seconds. You need to be able to get that bear spray out quickly and effectively. I just wanted to summarize what we've talked about today in a few key tips. Number 1, we want to give wildlife space, and that means keeping your distance. 2 meters from people, 30 meters from ungulates, 100 meters from carnivores. We want to make sure you make lots of noise to alert them of your presence. We want to make sure we travel in groups, so we're more intimidating for wildlife and less likely to have an encounter. We want to make sure that you are aware of your surroundings. Look and listen for signs of wildlife. Don't wear earbuds or headphones out on the trail. Keep your pets on a leash. That's very important, except in off-leash dog areas. Make sure you obey trail and area closures. That's very important as well. And carry bear spray in an easily accessible location and be prepared to use it. If you want to find out more information about bear spray, we have a great video on our website at wildsmart.ca. If you go straight to that homepage, you can click on one of the buttons for the bear spray page where the video is. And we've also got links to our bear report that's sent out every Friday, as well as our trail warnings and closures for up-to-date information in the Bow Valley, K-Country, and Banff National Park. I hope this was informative for you. If you want any more information, once again, that's wildsmart.ca. Thanks a lot for watching, and stay safe out there on the trails.